In this video, I'm going to be showing you the exact 3-step framework that you need to follow in order to make your first $10,000 on Upwork. Like my client Michael, who made his first $10,000 after being on Upwork for less than 90 days. If you don't already know who I am, my name is Nico Hessel, and I used Upwork to scale my marketing agency to $15,000 per month. And now I help other people do the same. And you're gonna wanna stick around to the end of the video because I'm gonna be giving you the exact plug and play scripts absolutely free. Have you ever heard the saying, people eat with their eyes first? I mean, look at these two burgers. They're both the same, but which one looks better? Right? You might be wondering, why am I talking about food in an Upwork video? Well, it's because it's the exact same thing for your Upwork profile. And that's why step 1 is to optimize your profile for success. For example, take a look at mine. Right off the bat, you can tell I have a super professional looking profile picture. My titles clearly state what I do and the services I offer. And my written introductions are over 1,500 characters long and go into a ton of detail on the services that I provide. But really, this is just a basic Upwork setup, and there are 2 more things that you can do to 10x your results on Upwork. So the first is going to be filming a video introduction. Video is by far the best way to build trust with prospects because they can actually see you're a real human being and not just some scammer. And I'll have a link to my video introduction in the description, but basically you want to film a video speaking directly to the camera. You want to introduce yourself, talk about years of experience, talk about big clients you work with, and share client results or case studies. And if you don't have any client results or case studies, there are a few simple tricks that I use to get around this, but I'll get to that later. The next way to optimize your profile is going to be to share social proof. The best way to provide social proof on your Upwork profile is through reviews, testimonials, and client case studies. Now, if you already have a few clients, this is super simple. Simply bill one of your clients through Upwork and have them leave you a bunch of good reviews. And in terms of testimonials and case studies, if you do have a video testimonial from one of your clients, I like to put it in the first spot of my Upwork portfolio, and same with case studies. If you have nice case studies, simply put them into your Upwork portfolio. That way, a bunch of people are consistently clicking on them and viewing them. Now, if you don't have any of this and you're starting from complete scratch, there are 2 things that you can do to still get some social proof on Upwork. Now, the first thing is going to be to create a mock project and then display it in your portfolio section. And the second way is going to be to request written testimonials from your friends and family. Just make sure that they're writing them about your character and who you are as a person and not about your skills and the services, right? If they write them just about who you are as a person and your character, then it's still completely ethical and it still gives us some social proof. And if you're in this spot, don't worry. I know it can get discouraging. Don't worry at all. I was in that exact same spot a few years ago, and I used Upwork to scale to $15,000 per month. And if you follow these next 2 steps, I guarantee you can do the same. Now that you've optimized your Upwork profile, it's time to start flooding your DMs with interested prospects. So to do that, we move to step 2, which is crafting a highly engaging Upwork proposal template. Before I give you our Upwork proposal template, you need to understand Upwork search engine. Upwork search engine is unbelievably bad. It's terrible. And you're gonna find if you look up closely related keywords, you get completely different job results. So for example, if you look up Facebook ads and then Facebook ads specialist, you're gonna see 2 completely different job lists, which makes keyword research really, really important. So to do that, I like to look up the services that you offer, the platforms you use, and the tools that you use. Look all of these up and play around with combinations of them, and then simply write down the combinations and the keywords that result in jobs that fit your criteria. Now that we have that out of the way, you can personalize our very own Upwork proposal template right here. Now, to personalize our proposal template, you're going to need to fill in the variables. And the first one is the job poster's first name. Now, it is shocking to me how few people do this. And if you just do this one thing, that'll set you apart from 90% of the competition. Now, to find the job poster's first name, you're simply gonna click on a job and scroll all the way down to the client's recent history section. You're gonna scroll all the way down to find a piece of feedback from the freelancer to the client that references the client's first name. And there's almost always at least one of them. After that, you're simply gonna fill in the rest of the variables in our Upwork proposal template, and you're gonna make sure to include a link to your portfolio, which must be a Google Drive link. Now, most people say to me, Nico, isn't the best way to scale on Upwork to submit proposals to really big jobs right away? No, it's just not the good way. The reality is, if you're new new to Upwork, there's no big giant client that's gonna take your account seriously if you don't have a ton of reviews. So the first step is gonna be to submit proposals to smaller jobs so you can build a bunch of reviews and build trust with those bigger clients. So my first jobs on Upwork, the first 2 of them were each $60, and they took me each more than 4 hours to fulfill, right? That's less than ideal. But my third client directly referenced those 2 reviews on our meeting, and that client I closed for over $6,000. To sign small jobs on Upwork, simply search for fixed price jobs of less than $200. Then submit hyper-personalized proposals to them. That means you're writing at least 2 to 3 sentences that are personalized about the job post and about how you can specifically fill their needs. And if you do that, I can promise you it will not take long at all to get your first few messages. Once you get those first few messages, if you want to make sure you're closing them as clients, you're going to need to move on to step 3, which is how to sell on Upwork. Now, I've left a document that goes over my proven Upwork sales framework. It's in the description, 100% free. You can grab it right now. And if you follow all of these steps in this video, I can guarantee you that it will not take long to sign your first few clients on Upwork. And once you do that, there are a bunch more things that we can do to help you keep scaling, but that is for another video. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and comment if you have any question at all, as I will be answering every single comment on this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.